Hi guys, welcome back to the Mina Does Art Stuff YouTube channel. My name is Mina and on this channel we do art stuff. So following one of my recent videos, I'm not sure in what order this is coming out in, but I sort of explained that I'm coming towards the final stages of my pregnancy and I'm in a lot of like fluctuating between pain and fatigue and just a lot of tiredness, and so my energy levels are really up and down at the moment in terms of when I have energy to do things. So I've decided, even though lighting isn't always necessarily going to be the most optimal, I'm just going to film as and when I have the energy to do so. And so right now it's about 10 p.m. and I have a little bit of burst of energy, and so I decided to film this unboxing for you guys. So apologies for the artificial lighting. I don't think I'm going to finish the whole video in this one sitting, so hopefully the latter part of the video will be during daytime, and so you'll be able to see things in better light. So I have not subscribed to ScrawlrBox, as this might appear. This was not sent to me, this is not a sponsored video. I I don't know where I saw it now, but ScrawlrBox were having a sale recently on some of their past boxes, so I went on and I ordered 3 of them because they were on for a really good price, and for the ones that I was interested in. And so I got the January 2022, April 21 and March 21 boxes. Can't actually remember what's in them. I just remember thinking, oh, those supplies look interesting and I feel like I kind of want to test them out. But the January one's the only one that I remember what it was, because it's a fairly recent one and I've seen videos about them. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to open them all up. We'll have a little flip through of everything. We'll have a look through everything that comes in each box. I'll swatch out the materials, and then I'll probably leave it at that for today. And then hopefully what I'll do over the next couple of days is I'll play around with the materials, try out some little artworks with them. If I can, I'll film some of it. Otherwise I'll come back at the end just to show you what I did with the materials and what I created, and sort of round off the video and what I think about the boxes. So hopefully this will be of some kind of interest to you guys. Like I said, bought this with my own money, not sponsored, not gifted, none of that stuff. So, and I've never done an art subscription box before, and ScrawlrBox are based out of the UK, but I believe they ship worldwide. So if you're interested, I'll have links below. There won't be affiliate links, but I'll have links to where you can check it out to see if it's something you're interested in. So starting with the January 2022 box, just a little pull tab. Alright, so got something escaping there. So we have the ScrawlrZine, which says magazine with all the information of what's in the box. You have the print with the January box was with the artist Roots with all their details, and we have the Clairefontaine paint on mixed media smooth paper. And yeah, I do like the Clairefontaine paper, and this is very smooth. Oh, that's just the cover. That is very smooth, so that'll be interesting to try out. It's 250 GSM, £150, and there's 10 sheets in here. Okay. And then take a look at the supplies. Okay, so you get a sticker, which is quite cute, matches the artwork on the cover of the zine. Get the Scrawler Challenge, which is creature comforts, and some information about the materials that come in the box. There's a Faber-Castell 9000 H pencil, so just a H number pencil. There's a Tango Cherry Shocker Sour Fizz Chew Bar, so that's a little snack sweet that comes with it. There's a Pigment Micron 12. There's a really chunky nib on that one. Not seen a 12 before. other than in this box. Like I said, I've seen some unboxings of this one, so kind of knew what to expect for this one. And then we get a set of Karen Pigment Deco brush pens. So if I'm not mistaken, these are the Karen like paint pens. Yeah, so they're pigment deco brush pens. So it says shake well before use, store horizontal, cap after use. Okay, so yeah, they have a focus. There we go, they have a nice brush tip. So we'll try those out in a second. I'm going to open all the boxes first and then do the swatching. But I'll swatch everything on like the paper that came or the surface that came in each box. So take a closer look at the zine really quickly. So yeah, there you go. On the cover you have the details of the materials that are in the box. Let's sit down with the artist, scrawler tips, artist advice, things to try, the scrawler gallery. So I guess this is from like the previous month. Oh no, this is from the November month of people who took part in the Scrawler challenge and posted it on social media, and then they picked some to include in the magazine. They have an article here on the art of capturing caricatures, or character in a caricature, and yeah, so that's it. And I think there's some you can scan QR codes to watch like a video by the artist, the featured artist Roots, on that topic. And yeah, so that's the zine that comes with the box. So that was January 2022. So let's go for the next one down, April 2021. So this is last year's box. Okay. So we have the zine, we have the print, which is really fun flamingo print, and the artist is Camilla Gardner. That's pretty. Flamingos are fun. And we get an A5 pad of watercolour paper, and that comes with 8 sheets. It's cold pressed, but I'd say it's fairly smooth cold pressed. Like, it does have some texture. There you go, you can kind of see that, but it's not too textured at all, and it doesn't say so, it doesn't feel like it, but it's definitely not doesn't feel like cotton paper, so I'm going to say that's cellulose. So I'm guessing this one was a watercolour box. Like I said, I can't remember what these ones were. Ah yes. Okay, so we have a Puds Sticky Toffee Pudding Sweet. We have the sticker that again matches the cover of the magazine. The little card with the materials included. There's a Chinograph pencil for films, plastics, china and glass. So I guess you can draw on all sorts of things with this. That's interesting, I've never had one of those. And we have a black one as well. So we have it in black and white. Get a Derwent brush, water brush, which is interesting. I've never tried one of the Derwent ones. I'm not a huge fan of water brushes, but I have heard good things about the Derwent one, so it'll be interesting to try that out. See what that's like. And then we have some watercolours from De La Rowney, their Aquafine range. So we have, just get this all, there we go. So we have Chinese White, Lemon Yellow, Raw Sienna, Alizarin Crimson Hue, Ultramarine Blue Dark and Hooker's Green Dark. And I think, I don't know if these have pigment information on them or not. Yep, so we have the white is PW5 and PW6, the Lemon Yellow is PW3, the Raw Sienna is PBR7, the Alizarin Crimson Hue is PR176, the Ultramarine is PB29, and the Hooker's Green is PY3, PG7 and PV19. So a good mix of colours there, so it'll be interesting to see. I've never tried the De La Rowney Aquafine watercolours, so it'll be interesting to try those out. And these come in, what size are these tubes? Does it say? Must say somewhere on here. 8mm tubes, so that's not too bad. And again, I'll flip through the zine really quickly. And got all the materials. Sit down with the artist. There's some tips here on using the white China graph pencil and the white watercolor, and then other things you can try. The Scrawler gallery from the February box, and some extra information about avian art. So I didn't actually see what was the Scrawler challenge. Is Birds of a Feather. Okay, so that's that one. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to follow the challenge prompts or not for when I actually create something with these. So we'll see how I feel. Pop that one over to the side. And finally we have the March 2021 box. It's always got stuff trying to escape. So, March 2021, the Scrawler zine, and the print, I'm trying to figure out which way around this goes, I think it's like that, is by Shane Vorhaben, I think, if that's correct. And then we've got an A5 pad of drawing paper, 250 GSM uncoated. It's really smooth. It's very smooth paper. Drawing paper. Okay, so let's see what we got in this one. Okay, so we got some Refreshers sour apple flavour. We have the print that matches the sticker that matches the print. And then the March box, the Scrawler challenge is leading lines. So the materials we've got 2 Unipin pens. So we have one that's a brush pen in light grey and a black fine liner in 1.0. And I really like the Unipin pens. I've used these a lot. They are my fine liner of choice. I do really like them. So I have used these before. Get a Derwent Graphic 2B pencil. Get a Uniball Signo gel stick, 0.7. Oops, upside down. And finally, get 3 Faber-Castell Pitt Artists brush pens in May Green, Scarlet Red and Sky Blue. And I actually already have the May Green, I believe. Pretty sure I already have the May Green. Let me check. Yeah, I already have that one. I don't think I have the Sky Blue though, so that's good. Or the Scarlet Red. Actually, I'm not sure. I might have the Scarlet Red. I've got Deep Scarlet Red and Deep Red. I don't have Scarlet Red, I don't think. So that's good. And yeah, so that's those. And again, I'll have a quick flip through the Scrawler zine. Same sort of stuff. You've got materials, you've got sit down with the artist, you've got tips and things to try. The gallery, this one's from the January box. And then there is art in lines, so some more an article about using lines in your art, I guess, and the evolution of marker pens. So there we go. I am like I said, I'm going to do the swatching now. I'm going to swatch each box worth of the materials from each box on the provided surface, and then yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, take a day or two, think about what I'm going to do with them, and maybe do some artwork off camera. I've realised recently the idea of doing the artwork, or just any artwork in general, on camera, I'm finding it's not so much causing anxiety or anything like that, because I really don't mind sharing when stuff goes wrong, but it feels like it adds undue pressure that I really don't need right now. So what I might end up doing is doing the artwork off camera and then coming back on and talking about it and sharing the finished results. So let's see how things go. And yeah, I'm gonna get things reset up and come back and do the swatching. Alright, hey guys, welcome back. It is now the next day. I have played around with the materials. You'll have seen I will have included some sped up footage, like speed paint, speed drawing, speed whatever, creating of the different pieces I made with the different materials from each of the boxes. So I thought I would go through box by box and talk through what I thought of the materials, which ones I used, if I had to supplement with something else, and just general thoughts and yeah, just general thoughts on what I think about each of the boxes, if I think they're good value for money, etc, etc. So let's start with we'll just go in the order that I've done them. So we'll start with April, then we'll do the January, and then March. Okay, so first up we have the April 2021 box. So this one came with the 6 tubes of Daler Rowney Aquafine watercolors, 8mm tubes. We had the 2 China Graph pencils and the Derwent water brush, as well as the A5 watercolor pad with 8 sheets of cold pressed paper as the surface to work on. So you'll have seen in the swatching I squeezed out the paints onto this little ceramic palette. We swatched them out, or I swatched them out rather, and here we go. So these are some of the swatches I did. So these are the colours here, and then I did some mixing, see what different sort of shades and tones we could get. One of the things it said in the book was that you could use the white China Graph pencil as like a resist. So I was just playing with that here. It kind of worked a little bit, not so much on the leaf, but it did a little bit on the top there. I had issues with the black China Graph pencil. As you can see here, it is a lot smaller now. It just, the lead kept breaking, like constantly kept breaking every time I was sharpening it. It's like the core was completely broken. So every time I sharpened, once it got a little bit sharper than it is here, it would, the lead would just come off. So it was a bit of an issue with that one. So not sure if it just got damaged in the post or what, but that one was basically a dud. The white one, perfectly fine, sharpened really nicely and didn't have any breakage issues with that. The water brush is interesting. It wasn't too bad. I'm just not a fan of water brushes. I keep wanting to really like them because I know how convenient they are, and yeah, and I really wanted to like it, but I just don't. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things. Like I said, I really wanted to like it, but I just don't. But yeah, but it is a nice one. It's the push buttons are easy to use. I find the biggest issue I have with water brushes is cleaning them, and I feel like I end up wasting a lot of the water in the barrel just squeezing it to clean the brush, and that's my biggest issue with them, I think, anyway. At least that's how I feel about it. Okay, so the artwork that I created was just this fun little doodly floral pattern. I wasn't going for anything crazy. I just wanted to play around with some colours and mixing and just doodling some flowers. So quite happy with how that one turned out. Obviously it could have been better. I didn't really plan it either. I just sort of winged it, and but yeah, had fun with that. And just so you know, ScrawlrBoxes are the subscription boxes start at I think it's like £15 a month for the box. So if you sign up, then you get everything for £15, and I do feel like you get value for money in the box. I can't remember if shipping is included. I believe it's shipping included in the UK. I'm not sure about international. But like I said, I'll have links to the website below. They're not affiliate links, just for your information, so you can go check that out. I do think that was good value for money though, for what was in the box. I got this one in the sale for £5, this box, so it was a very good price in my opinion. And then the January box in the sale was £15, so I basically paid the subscription price for it. If you're buying them after the fact, you can bypass boxes if they still have them in stock. They're about £18.95, so it's a little bit more than if you'd bought it with the subscription, but I guess this way you know what you're getting, kind of thing. So yeah, so the January box, we had the Karen Pigment Deco brush pens. So they're acrylic paint pens, but with a brush tip, which is pretty unique. I don't think I've seen that before. So that was fun. And yeah, so what did I end up doing? First of all, got all the swatches and stuff that we did, or that I did last night. This was the paper that we had, was the Clairefontaine Paint on Mixed Media Smooth, 10 sheets, and I just did some doodly mushrooms, which I thought was really cute. The colour palette really spoke to me for like autumnal vibes, and I know it's still spring, but I just thought autumn, and autumn made me think of mushrooms. So that's what I ended up doing. They worked really well. They went down really well on this paper. They definitely liked the smooth paper. Didn't tear up the paper too much. There were a couple of spots where it started to pill up, where I was rubbing over it a few times. Probably could have done a second coat over that mushroom. You can see it's a bit streaky. But overall, had a lot of fun with this, and the thick micron was really fun to use for the line work afterwards. I did supplement with 2 of my own pens. I used the white jelly roll for the white details, just because I thought doing it all in black would just be too heavy. And then I used a thinner black pen for some of the line work. Not much actually, I think it was only in a couple of places that I used the thin one. But otherwise I used the materials in the box. The only thing I didn't use was the pencil. Okay, so that was that one. And again, I thought this was pretty good value for money. These Deco brush pens are actually pretty expensive, so I thought it was worth the price for that one. And the last box that I got was the March 2021 box, and this one I also got for £5 in the sale, but there again it would have been 15 originally. And the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist brush pens. I really like these brush pens. Like I said, I have a whole bunch of them already. I'm really a fan of them, if you couldn't tell. I think they're a lot of fun to play with, and the colour combination was really pretty as well. So let's see if I can get the swatch paper. So this was the swatch that I did, and I also did some layering testing. Here I did 3 layers. By the 3rd layer it was definitely protesting and ripping up the paper, and I tested it with water to see if it would spread. It doesn't. I didn't wait for the ink to dry. I kind of laid down some colour really quickly and then quickly went over it with water to see if you could move it about, but you can't, and if you leave them to dry they are completely water resistant. So it was just a test to see if you could use water with them or not. And the surface we got was this 250 GSM 12 sheets of drawing paper. Like I said, so we got the 3 colours of the brush pens. We had sky blue, May green and scarlet red. Then we got the light grey Unipin brush pen, and then the 0.1 or the 1.0 Unipin fine liner, as well as a Signo Uniball Signo gel stick 0.7 gel pen as well, and then a pencil as well. I didn't use the pencil, but I did use everything else, and by far I think this is actually my favourite one out of the 3 pieces that I did today. This was definitely my favourite one that turned out. Again, I did went for another floral pattern theme thing. Didn't think too much about what I was doing, kind of just had fun with it really, and I'm really quite happy and quite pleased with how this turned out. It feels very sort of whimsical and fun, and again I think the limited colour palette really helps sort of tie that all in together. So yeah, again another box that I thought was pretty good value for money in my opinion. You may agree or disagree. I know not every box is going to be to everyone's taste, and that's, you know, the nature of these things. I definitely don't what's the word? I haven't subscribed to any art boxes, and I'm not sure I necessarily will. Not because I don't think they're worth it, but because I'm quite picky with my art supplies. I like to know what I'm getting, or I like to be able to have the choice of picking my art supplies. Okay, my camera battery died and now I've forgotten where I was or what I was saying. Basically, I had lots of fun. Enjoyed making these. Like I said, they're not like masterpieces or anything like that, but it was a lot of fun, and I definitely will be using these materials again. Oh, that was it. I was saying about how I don't currently subscribe to any art subscription boxes, and I don't really have any plans to start subscribing to any, mainly because A, I have a lot of art supplies already that I'm trying to work through and use up. B, because I'm a little bit fussy with my art supplies. I don't like all types of art supplies. So for example, I have no real interest in learning how to use oil paints, or even really that much with like things like acrylic or alcohol markers and things like that. So those sorts of things don't really appeal to me, and I know that you can get all sorts of supplies in art subscription boxes. So for that reason, I probably won't be spending my money on that. Not because I don't think they're worth it. I think they're great if you're open to trying out new things, trying out new mediums, and they can be really good for like pushing your creativity and sort of forcing you to go outside of your comfort zone, etc. So definitely think it's worth giving it a go if it's something you're interested in. Or like myself, you can wait until there's a sale or go onto their websites, not just for ScrawlrBox but for any other subscription service, and see if you can purchase past boxes or past months set of supplies, etc., to see to just try it out, and pick a couple of boxes that you were interested in, or where the supplies spoke to you that you want to try out, and just see how it goes. So that would be my suggestion if you're still on the fence and you're not sure if this is something that's for you or not, is just maybe go get a past box and try it out and see what you think. Alright, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys again soon. Alright, take care. Bye!